We have a beautiful country. We have beautiful people. And after transitioning to tech, I want to showcase El Salvador, and I want to showcase that we have beautiful beaches, and you can have a great lifestyle.
Okay, welcome to the Goodlife Podcast. We're super happy for our first one today. It's a while that we have been thinking about this, but guys, we have been busier. We have been making babies and working a lot. So sorry for delaying this podcast, but we're super happy for our guests today. But before that, I want to explain why we're doing this. And I think El Salvador is in the map, and many people have been hearing that there is something special happening here, right? Like there is so many news, we got so many calls, so many emails about people interested to come and visiting El Salvador and exploring opportunities to invest in here. We have so many clients from all over the world, so many Salvadorians people that have been coming here and investing here in El Salvador. And one of the common questions that everyone have is, what is a good return in my investment in El Salvador? What is my ROI return in my investment in some of the projects that we presenting to them? And I think like as an investor, that is the first question that everyone will have, right? No one want to lose money. But I think there is something bigger happening here, and it's about the lifestyle. And we do a lot of content about that, the beauty of El Salvador, and what are the things that make El Salvador special. And we want to focus on showcasing why El Salvador is this place where Salvadorians are having big dreams now, why El Salvador is attracting so many people that are coming for the first time here, fall in love, never leave, and deciding to build projects here, deciding to have families here, deciding to start new companies here, and also highlight the Salvadorians, the builders, and how Salvadorians are working together with foreigners. And I think we're dreaming here, and it's a big dream happening. And so many people thinking that El Salvador will be the Singapore of Latin America or Costa Rica, but I like to believe that we're going to be El Salvador. We're going to be better, because I don't think so there is another country like El Salvador. And that's why we're doing this podcast. And I think this is going to be a good way to showcase, and people will be surprised how El Salvador, how big we can be and how big we're dreaming now here. So welcome.
We're really excited to have you guys. Thank you for that introduction, Chimbera. And we talked, we're not professional podcasters, so we're going to roll with it here and see how things go. But thank you for being the first guest on our first ever episode. I think the best thing is for you guys to introduce yourselves. You'll do a better job of that, but tell a little bit about your story, and especially for people who might not know exactly who you are, that would be great. So Alejandro and Isabella, who wants to start?
Well, I'll start.
Okay.
Thank you for having us. And since we first met the other day and in your office at Goodlife, I really felt the vibe and the passion of you guys trying to really improve the quality of life here and showcasing in Salvador. And I felt really connected to that vision. So that's why we're here too. And my name is Alejandro Argumedo. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Lumara, that we're going to talk a little bit about the project later on. But I also had, this frustration at some point that, I wanted to showcase El Salvador, and I wanted to showcase that Salvadorians were, we had talent, right? And I was a tennis player, moved to the U.S. In a tennis scholarship, and people would ask me like, hey, where are you from? And I was like, I'm from El Salvador. Where's that? And then I moved to New York City, and I was like, hey, where are you from? I'm from El Salvador. Are you a gang member? And I was like, so I started feeling a little bit frustrated about how people would see El Salvador. And I was like, I have to do something about it. And I met one of the co-founders of Uber, and I started getting into tech. And I was like, okay, there's nothing happening in the tech world in El Salvador. I have to go do something about it. And I was like, and I really felt the purpose of showing that in El Salvador there's talent and we could do something bigger. And I came with that mission, with that purpose, and I co-founded a company called Hugo. And we started in 2016 and we sold it in 2022. And we grew to 7 countries, 30,000 employees, 800 direct, big company. And we sold it. And then a lot of startups were happening. And other people were looking at El Salvador to invest. And I felt the need to keep improving. And I had a dream way before that I wanted to live at the beach. And I always had this dream. And it's like now I feel that I connected with another purpose of just showcasing El Salvador. We have a beautiful country. We have beautiful people. And you know, after transitioning to tech, I want to showcase El Salvador, and I want to showcase that we have a beautiful beaches, or you can have a great lifestyle, and that's why we're here. Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Isabella?
I can't top that. Wow. Well, great. My name is Isabella Garcia Manzo. I am a hospitality student. I graduated from Le Roche University in Spain. I don't know, it was always my dream to study hospitality and to study abroad. But I was always with the idea to study in another country and bring all of that like knowledge and what I've learned and vision and bring it back home. A lot of people also may know me by my social media and by Miss Universe. I competed in Miss Universe in this massive event that actually was here in the country. It was one of the biggest events historically in El Salvador. It was in 2023. And I got the opportunity to represent El Salvador in front of the world. And now with all of that knowledge with hospitality and with my impact and my knowledge in social media and everything, I am mostly excited to start my like entrepreneurship era and form part of the Lumara project. I'm the co-founder with Alejandro, and super excited to keep showcasing this amazing country. I'm super proud of being Salvadorian. It's like one of the proudest things I think I consider myself, and I think we can make a very good impact and change in El Salvador with this amazing project we have made with so much love.
Well, we're excited to talk about the project. I want to stay on the theme of El Salvador for a little bit longer as entrepreneurs here. Why is El Salvador the place to be right now? Like, what is happening here? Like, temperature check on El Salvador. What's happening here, and why is it the place to be?
I mean, I think there's a lot of optimism, and the country's one of the safest countries in Latin America. So it's giving people a lot of hope, and people are starting to realize the potential they have and the potential of the country. So there's a lot of people thinking big, and it has happened through a lot of different like mini explosions that are happening in different ecosystems and different ways of thinking. Because a lot of the times it's just our own minds that keep us limited, right? And there's a lot of things happening that are opening the mind of people. They're saying, "Hey, look at this! Look at what we can do." So it feels exciting because people are seeing beyond of what it used to be. They used to be able to. So that's why you feel the optimism, you feel entrepreneurship, and you see a lot of people wanting to showcase El Salvador, and we are very friendly people. We're very welcoming. So a lot of people are noticing that the willingness to evolve and to do things better and to change, to don't look at the past and let's build a better future. So I think that's what people are really getting the sense to, because other countries, other parts of the world, it's different. The mentalities, they're divided. So here you see one big unit just dreaming big, and I feel like people are getting contagious to that.
Yeah, I think just to add, we are going through a very special moment right now in El Salvador, and like the narrative has changed and it's changing. And before, like the world had a different perception of what El Salvador really was. And I think we're like in the golden time where El Salvador is evolving. And besides like the false narrative or our past, I think people are getting to really know our culture and how Alejandro said, our people, which are, it's like the biggest gold we have here is like our heart of our people, of how welcoming they are. And yeah, it's just amazing.
It's no, I think this is like a moment for the Salvadorians that this is our opportunity, right? Like is like I like to see your videos when you see like it was really hard for us to find capital for Hugo. It was really hard to have access to investors with money. And now what I see here is that there is a lot of opportunities, there is a lot of money, there is a lot of investors, but it's also like as a Salvadorians, we need to wake up and we need to have dreams, right? We need to have projects. And I think it's happening. It's happening. I see so many Salvadorian people now, dreaming, stopping dreaming just to leave the country and looking for better opportunities that used to happen in the past. And now we have all these people coming here, and for us is it have been a really like open eyes to have people that come to retire here, looking for a house and retire. And when they come here and say, I cannot retire here because this is Canada in the 60s. This is the USA in the 60s, And the friendly business environment that we have here in the country, I think is really unique, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think COVID changed a lot of the perspective of the world too, like because now you can work from anywhere, and like we have a lot of people, developers, we hire a bunch of people that they don't come to the office anymore. And probably a lot of people in the world are the same. So you don't have to be attached to one place. You don't have to be attached to your office in New York, in Miami, and you can work from anywhere now. So that's opening the door to a lot of opportunity, a lot of people that want to come explore, that want to come have a more relaxed lifestyle, to come to El Salvador and work from anywhere. Surf in the morning, connect and work and have a remote lifestyle. And I think that's the shift we're seeing, and that's also the project. We want to cater to those people, to the people who are, have a digital, more nomad lifestyle, that are not attached to a place. They can come to El Salvador, enjoy their country, enjoy the people, enjoy the beaches, have a more like more wellness, more natural. I think in the States it's a lot of things happening. I'm gonna put it in that perspective. Yeah, it's like hectic. It's and here I think it's more relaxed lifestyle. There's a lot of families, and you can work from anywhere. And we're trying to cater that with our project too. We have a co-working, and we have a very full equipped gym that you can come and relax and work. So we're all about balance, right? Yeah. It's not just about work, and it's not having a vacation. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think it's important that you say, when you're talking about people who can work remotely, because I lived in New York City. I had a job where I worked remotely in New York City, and I love New York, but I think El Salvador brings something different where your lifestyle changes. You're here, you wake up with the sunrise, you watch the sunset, you go to bed early, you wake up early. It's more focused on wellness, surfing. Like, you really don't get that in other parts of the world like you get it here. So you can work remote from a coffee shop in a city that's cold, 6 months a year, or you can come to El Salvador and you can spend 6 months a year here in the high season and spend time in a project like you guys are building. And so yeah, I think that El Zonte specifically is a place I think that really draws those kinds of people, especially now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why El Zonte? Like, what really? I mean, we have El Salvador, but like, why El Zonte? Why were you guys drawn to El Zonte specifically?
I feel like El Zonte is just like so simple and authentic. Like for me, that those two words describe perfectly how El Zonte is. And well, you can tell a little bit more about why, but I really think we saw like that spark in that little world and community where you can walk barefoot in the streets, and then you can surf, and then everybody, you know everybody, and it's a little community, and then you can go buy your fruits and vegetable, and it's just so grounding. And I feel like it's just a very magical little spot that
I feel the same. I mean, I've surfed since I was little, but I've stopped surfing for a while, and I wanted to, do a project and live in a place where I could surf. And I feel El Zonte felt magical, and there's a lot of tech happening and a lot of, kind of like digital community. So me with my entrepreneurial background and my companies, I feel like this is a place where I could make really good connections on that world and keep surfing. And we're only 30 minutes from the city. So I think El Zonte felt the magical place to do a project like this.
Yeah.
Imagine for me, I grew up in El Zonte. I born in El Zonte, right? Like
lucky.
but let's say that when we were kids, El Zonte was not what El Zonte is now, Our dream was to leave, But I do remember like coming to the beach where Puro Surf, Palo Verde is now, and I tell this story, but it's the truth. We used to come and hunting iguanas, and see if there are good wave, and there was no one on the beach, right? Perfect wave, breaking all day long. But we were lucky, right? And very often this question came like, what makes El Zonte special? Why is so special, right? And I like this definition that for me, El Zonte it reminds you that when you're a kid, imagine like when you're a kid, you put kids from different countries in one room, and it took 5 minutes, and all of them become good friends, right? And they play each other. So El Zonte is that place, like that we were the same when we were kids, but then we grew up, and then we sit in the train or in the bus, and we don't talk each other anymore, right? But when people come to El Zonte, you're walking with your surfboard and you say like, hey, yeah, Alejandro, good wave, right? Yeah, see you tomorrow. People that you never seen before, you ending having a beer, a coffee, having like really like deep conversation. And it's also simple, like I think a lot of people fall in love with that
Simplicity.
it's life. It's like surfing, a surfboard, a coffee, and a good conversation, and you ending making friends that probably you ending making business after that.
But exactly, still the atmosphere that you come there and you feel like you can build. It's not a lazy, simple life. It's a simple life that's still full of optimism and excitement about like, where's the future headed? And like, what do you do? What do I do? How can we collaborate? So I feel that like, and walking down the street too, like you said, when I lived in New York, it's like, how often do you really say hi to people when you're walking by them?
Everyone's
I mean, like,
stressed. It's like, get out of here.
Head down. And like, when I first came here, it was kind of the same. Like, it's great because El Zonte puts things in perspective. Like, put your head up, say hi to people, have a conversation. And like, it takes you 30 minutes to get from point A to point B that would otherwise take you 5 minutes, right? But you're talking to people along the way. So there is that special element here, but excitement too, not just,
And then in the developing and tourism, we used to say that El Zonte is going to be like the Malibu of El Salvador, like have that same...
Better.
Yeah, better. I have.
It's gonna be El Zonte.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's gonna be also. But I was so disappointed. Well, not disappointed, but one of my dreams was to visit and surfing Malibu because as a kid I grew up surfing with people coming from Malibu, and they put in my mind that Malibu will be this magical city, right? And when I was there, I was like, yes, it's beautiful, but this house costs $50 million here. In El Salvador, you can buy it with one,
Where's my iguanas? No, but like, I get it because it's like my dream since I'm a kid. Like I'm telling you, it's like having my hotel by the beach. But it's like when you start thinking about where do I want this be, and always in El Salvador, where do I want the hotel, what beach to see? But I feel like El Zonte has a soul.
Yeah.
And that's what makes people connect with this place so much. It's like you come here, it's like you immerse, and it's not overreacting, but we feel it. Like we live in the city. We want to move here soon. But when we just come by that road and then you start feeling like the heat and the sound of the ocean, it's like disconnect.
Yeah.
But not disconnect in a way like I'm relaxing and like Lexi said, no more work. It's like disconnect and like ground in what's truly important while you still create like your vision and you work, and it's that excitement. It's like both sides.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And
Best of
like
both.
you're still, and I love that because we feel that, and we want to keep building and want to keep doing companies and stuff, and we feel like El Zonte is that place that you can relax and you can keep building and working and connecting, but in a less stressful way. Like when we come, and we've been having a lot of meetings here, and like people, relax, and you have like a different even tone with the meetings. It's just more relaxed, and it's like, how can we figure this out? And it's in the city or in an office environment. It's just like, it just feels more stressful. So we love that about El Zonte, that you can just relax. It just feels more relaxed.
And I think it's the perfect combination between locals. There is a local community and expat community. It's combining everything. And very, very often, some people have this question like, are you worried that all these investments will change El Zonte? And in the way that I answer this question is that develop bring good and bad everywhere. But what we want to make sure is that the private grows, like that we have private projects, but also that the locals can have opportunities,
Exactly.
to grow as well. And I think I tell people, even with the most negative things that you can find, this is the best moment that we ever had, right? Where there is really opportunities for the locals here.
And I also feel like that's what we're trying to do with our project with Lumara. Like we want to add value to the community and to El Zonte, but always respecting like the identity and the people who make it so beautiful. So I feel like it's a very tricky question because we always make sure to talk to locals and see like what's going on in their heads and like what's the vibe, because our intention truly is how can we adapt to this place, and also with our minds and creativeness and resources make this place better to, like you're saying, build more opportunities for the locals, increase jobs, like I don't know, make this place better.
How can we elevate the community too? I think that's very
Yeah.
important since the beginning, and since all the other projects I've had too. It's like, how can we really make an impact in everyone we're touching? Since in our startups, giving equity to employees, raising salaries, giving more opportunities. Like when we sold the company, a lot of people made a lot of money that otherwise they wouldn't have had that opportunity. And we want to do that same here. Obviously, raising probably, I don't know, the quality of living of the community that is around us is very important for us, because we don't want to just come and be an intruder. We want to actually come here to really elevate and to set a standard, and that other projects that want to come here, they have to do that.
Yeah.
If not, they're not going to be as successful, hopefully, because we want to elevate
Lead.
the community. It's very important for us to do these projects like this. Is the community comes first too.
No,
I think it's a good moment to transition to talk about Lumara. And Isabella, I think I'm going to have you take the lead on this one. Just if you could present the project, we're talking about it already, and explain what you're doing in El Zonte, give just a quick overview, and we'll ask you a few other questions after it.
Yeah. Just ending what Alejandro said, yeah, we really take that seriously, like the community. And I forgot, But yeah, we can continue.
We can talk about it, but no, I think it's a good for you to give an overview to the listeners so they understand what the project is, and then talk
Yeah.
a little bit more about your inspiration for it and everything.
I think, bueno, no, I know. Lumara is like a project that we've been thinking about and creating by being here in El Zonte, enjoying like what it has to offer, but like seeing a problem and what's missing. So we've made this amazing project with our hearts and souls, and it's basically a hotel with residences, a plaza, and a co-working space, amenities like gym, rooftop, restaurants. So, like to summarize what Lumara truly is, we want to give the person who comes to El Zonte, like the traveler or anyone, like the opportunity to do everything and have a lifestyle in one place. So like waking up, having breakfast, taking your coffee, grabbing your surfboards, going to the gym, having co-working space with super fast internet, getting a place to sleep in, having lunch, dinner, a beer. Like we really want to offer everything you need to the person who visits us. And yeah, it's pretty cool. We're trying to involve a lot of local people and businesses from San Salvador, while always obviously keeping the identity of El Zonte. And yeah, do you want to add something?
And I mean, I want to start from, I don't know, tell the whole story too, because like it didn't start like this. Like the
Yeah.
idea when it started evolving, and it because we started seeing a lot of opportunities, and you know, I like I said, I always wanted to live at the beach, right? And then I sold my company, and then I had the opportunity to buy an apartment here. And when I was like coming to visit the project, I started coming to El Zonte.
So the project you bought in.
To the project
Yep.
I bought in. I started coming to check the project, and I started living the Zonte experience. I was like, okay, if I want to move here, what do I need? And I started like kind of hanging out, and it's like, but I need this, and I wanted this, and I did that, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, okay, I saw the opportunity to buy the land. It's like, okay, we're gonna do a little plaza to have some needs met, that you know we could live more comfortably. And then I started. She was living in Marbella, studying hospitality, and I started coming to visit her. And I stayed at a place called Puente Romano, that it's like a hotel that you had everything in the hotel. So I would come there. I wouldn't live for 2 weeks. I wouldn't live the property. And I love that because I didn't.
I love that too. He never left Marbella.
I didn't have to worry about anything, right? So, like with that in mind, we started kind of evolving this idea, and we wanted to create this ecosystem that if you can stay here, like you're gonna have everything in one spot. And started like as a little plaza that we're gonna do, and to this, right? So now we have like a couple restaurants. We're gonna have a coffee shop. We have a very complete gym, or very well put together gym. I don't know how to say that, but like a very well done gym, really cool co-working, a rooftop, a restaurant, a pool. So you know, we want you to just come here and have everything. Go enjoy the surf, come back. And also it's going to be open to the public. It's not just if you're a resident or if you're staying in a hotel. Like the plaza will be open for everyone. You can come enjoy. You can come enjoy the rooftop, the views, enjoy El Zonte. So that was the idea behind it. It's like, how can we create an ecosystem that other people staying in other places can come and enjoy, and we can actually build connections. Because right now it's like, if you're staying in a hotel, you stay in your hotel, but you don't gather in other places right now. So it's like the kind of like the meeting gathering spot of El Zonte, and that's why we called it Lumara, because it comes from a new light at the sea. We want to be like that center of connections and that center of El Zonte, you know, that we can start conversations, spark ideas, and that was the idea behind this.
So when you guys first were telling me about the project, what came to mind for me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sort of came to mind Soho House
Mm-hmm.
in New York,
Mhm.
like because I used to work there a lot. I was a Soho House member. I left my membership to move here and live here, and we don't have a Soho House. So this is really cool because I feel like it's a place that you can go. There's places to eat. You can go to the rooftop. You can have the meeting. You can go to the pool, have a drink at sunset. Like it feels very collaborative in the way that you're building it with commercial, hotel, and residential and rooftop.
And we
Mhm.
will also have memberships. So
Yeah, so I think that's I think that like I really love all of the projects that are in El Zonte, but I do think that this has a really unique identity that you're bringing. It's more of an experience and more of a concept that we've seen. I mean, do you guys agree?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, it was a big inspiration to
It-
Soho House to create this too.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and I also feel like we're missing out like the hospitality part. We really want to elevate like the experience. We are seeing like there's a lot of international and national people who want to come visit El Zonte, and the capacity of hotels or that more like luxurious or more like elevated hospitality experience, it's kind of missing. It's not yet here in El Salvador, so we do want to give like that example and offer to those who come visit this magical place like also that ¿cómo se dice?
Experience.
Like that experience, like that 5-star experience.
So this is a question that I had because you studied hospitality abroad. And I agree. I think El Salvador still honestly has a little ways to go before we hit that like luxury hospitality level. Like what does it really mean to give a guest a 5-star experience? Like everything from really clean, fresh smelling linens and comfortable bedding to like so how, just in your experience with your studies abroad and also your guys' experience with traveling, I know I've seen your Instagram, you've gone to, New York, Japan, like all these places. Like what are you bringing from that into this project specifically?
I feel like we've making a luggage of a lot of ideas and inspirations of all of these places, of the hospitality that I studied. And I don't know, for me, having a good experience in the hospitality is since you like contact or since like we've done this project thinking about our users and about like what the people need, what the people are paying for. And I feel like we have the hardest thing to find in another country, which is like the people. Like you go to New York or you go to Aspen or wherever you want, and like that warmth of like the service that people give you, you don't know, like the experience can be great, but the service is not there.
Yep.
And I feel like in El Salvador we have it like the other side. We have like the service, but we don't have the experience. So we really want to have Lumara give you like the entire experience since the moment you book with us, and going to get you in the airport, coming here, doing your laundry, offering like
Room service, right?
room service, like everything that you will expect in like one place. We really want to elevate that for the people who visit us.
And I want to add that this project wasn't built as a real estate project. This was
Yeah.
built since the beginning as a hospitality project, and we built the whole process, putting the guest in the center. And I learned that building software, right? You've got to have your user in mind and write all of your user stories to build an app that feels flawless, right? You don't want to have bugs. You want to have a user experience, a well thought out UX that you can have it flawless. And you can feel it in apps that it's just like, wow, this is just so cool, so easy to use. It's so, it's just easy to understand. You don't need a manual to understand.
Intuitive.
So it's very intuitive. So we have been thinking about this project like that. We're building software, and we have thought about this project as how can we build the hardware, the building, and elevate with the software. So we've been building the software, and then we created the hardware to support the software we're building. And we see the majority of hospital or real estate project, they just build the hardware, and it, like, you don't feel a soul, because it's just an empty building, right? And then it's like the software is being built by the people who buy the properties, and it's just kind of started happening in a way, but then the developer just sells it, and it's like, I don't care about what's happening over there. I don't care. For us, it's not. We build the software first, and then we build the hardware that could support that software. And we're actually not selling all the units. We're running the hotel. We're running the plaza. So for us, it's very important that the software will be very well done, and the experience that we bring it's well thought out, because we're managing this.
And what so for those who are interested in buying into the residencies, because there's hotel and residencies, why is it to their benefit to have the hotel operate, right? That's how you guys will do it. You guys will have the hotel operate the units that are owned by residents if they want to rent it, right? So I think that is a point that's very much to their advantage, because you're going to be doing marketing for the hotel. You're going to be offering this experience. So I think that having that element's really important too.
Yeah, and I think it's like, because we want you to focus on other things, right? Not managing your own property, and like it's like, come here, work, surf, and we'll take care of the rest. And even if you're not using it, we'll take care of it, right? If it's our own. So I think that's very important, because we have had experiences where it's managed by each individual owner, and the experience is completely different. And for us, like, we're trying to take care of the brand, and it's very important
and maintain
for
a
us
standard, like our
give the same quality of experience. So that's why it's important for us to manage and just, give you the benefit of just come and enjoy it, and enjoy as if you're a guest in the hotel.
and keep the magic, because you go to like other properties and then there's not this, like Alejandro says, like this software, and I come and then instead of relaxing, I need to do this and I do this, and then the light and then the switch, and then so it takes a little bit of like that pressure and that intensity that you can just leave it behind in the city.
No, and having a house on the beach, if the maintenance, right, that comes with that, the AC is broken
And it's leaking and it's
So I think for so many clients that we have, that's having a property management program is a plus, because for so many people it's a plan B. There are so many people that are buying now, but they're not going to move to El Salvador now, but they want to have a place that they can come and enjoy it, or that they can move full time if they need it one day. But in the meantime, it's generating incomes, and I think it's going to be one of the best places to stay.
Definitely. Just to go back really quickly before we move on, the architecture of the building, I think, is an important point, because it is also different than what we've been seeing with other projects. So can you just speak a little bit about why you chose to go in the direction that you're going with the architecture?
I mean, I've always wanted, I don't know, do things differently, and I didn't want to build just another city building at the beach. So we put a lot of thought into it. How can we make it feel like it's not there? And I don't know if you can put the picture.
The first one.
The other one, that one. So it's like, in a way, I mean, that's what we were working with the architects. It's like, I wanted to feel flowy. I wanted to feel like it's inviting, and I wanted to feel like it's part of kind of like the scene. And that's why, we went into this direction, because we didn't want to feel like it's just another building from the city here, that it's like, wow, we want to feel that it's part of the environment.
And like saying your point again, like what Alejandro said, we've been very focused in the software before the hardware. So it was not easy. That's not the word, because it was a lot of work and ideas and like details, but I truly feel like how you look at it, like what you see, it's what like our intention. Like we've tried as much as we can to integrate it to its surroundings, to make it a little part of El Zonte.
Well, I'm excited to spend time there when it's finished.
And the good news, guys, is that we still have some units available. So, come
We
on.
got one booking this morning. So.
Nice.
People
Yeah,
better
we
hurry
saw
up.
it.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited about this. I'm really excited to see the concept come to life. We have clients who are really excited about the project as well. I think let's round out this podcast with you guys. What do you see as the future of El Zonte and the future of El Salvador? And how can you as entrepreneurs encourage and give advice to others about like going on their own entrepreneurial ventures?
So before that, yeah, just before that, just for people that are gonna watch this. So when the project will start breaking ground?
September, at the end of September.
But you've started demolition now.
We started demolition. In September we're starting like terraceria and all that.
And then when it's gonna be complete? 1 year and a half, 2 years?
We're projecting 2
2
years, to
Okay,
be
so we're
conservative.
talking more in
September 2028.
Nine.
8.
28.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 28.
September 28.
Okay. We're gonna leave also like the units that are available.
You guys
and
have been great.
Thank you.
Like seriously, you guys have been a very like strategic and great part of Lumara, because it's not only like the structure and like the meaning. Yes, obviously it forms a lot, but you've made a great job in like looking at the prospects and like the people. Like we really feel like building the community is very important, and you've done a great job with that. The people who are going to be part of the Lumara family, we're very happy with the Goodlife.
I am too, because our clients who are buying into it are from all over the world.
Yeah.
There's Salvadorians, there's from Canada, from the US, and also most of the clients are very entrepreneurial minded, or
Yeah.
surfers, or like you said, digital nomads. So I think it's going to be a great coming together of an international audience of like-minded people. So yeah, definitely.
No, it's amazing. I think the commercial areas are gonna add so much, not just to the project, to the whole Zonte.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
For
that
sure.
entire little cul-de-sac of El Zonte is going to transform into a
Yes.
place that's almost like a what's the word that I'm looking for? Anyway, it's going to be restaurants, and people will be walking
Yeah, more
around.
life. You know, we
more life.
want.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see how it evolves.
And I say this not because I live in El Zonte, but I think there is not another place that you can come, park in your car, and walk into good restaurants or more
Yeah.
coffees, more hotels, more surfing. You can do yoga. I think it's El Zonte is also like that is the unique place, but we're still missing so many things. You know,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting
market.
for the moment that someone will come and make good bread, you know, like a good bakery, you know.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
We
I'll
can
be the
as-
baker. No, but yeah.
There's still a lot of opportunity, but it's going into the right direction. And we need to make sure it goes into the right direction too. And
Yeah.
we still support the community so they don't feel left out, and they see these as big opportunities that are happening here, right? But we're super excited where El Zonte is going, where El Salvador is going. There's a lot of optimism. I think there's going to be a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more cases like Hugo that are happening. A lot of people are raising more money. So it's like the country's growing and the optimism is growing. So
Yeah.
it's like a really important time to be. So we're very happy that we can keep putting our granito de arena in the country.
And what was the
future of El
question?
Salvador?
Yeah, the future of
Oh.
El Salvador, but also like as a Salvadorian,
Yeah.
I think is what that means for you guys, like because we have a lot of clients that are developers, that are foreigners, but I think here the story is this is the dream, the Salvadorian dream, you know, that 5 years
Wow.
ago, I think you could not thinking that you will
For sure.
you will be here doing a
sure.
project in El Zonte.
For
So
sure.
what that means for you,
I feel like it's just we need to take the opportunity and, like, as Salvadorans, stop thinking about, oh, I hope in El Salvador, like in the future, it grows. Like, be part of it. Like, put in the work. Like, find something to change El Salvador because it's evolving. But I feel like, I don't know, many of my friends or even sometimes I had this mindset of looking. I always thought there's bigger or more opportunities in other countries. And I feel like right now the biggest opportunity is here. So maybe go travel, whatever you want, but come back to your home and like actually make El Salvador great again.
That's a really Trump.
I'm kidding. No,
Let's go.
I'm kidding.
But it's true. It's true. Like,
I got inspired, but but it's
Love it.
the message is like, go do whatever you got to do in other countries, but come back here and put your esfuerzo. ¿Cómo se dice?
You know, one of the things that the bad thing is spread, but the good thing is spread too.
Yeah.
And I think we're in this moment where we're inspired. Everyone want to do something, like back into the energy that there is this positive energy that I got inspired just to talking to you guys. I'm like, if you can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this
sure.
is the whole point
For
of doing things, right?
And you know that was like my message I was trying to kind of give, because like nobody really believed in me or in El Salvador in at some point. Like we were, you know, these little kids trying to raise money to do an app in El Salvador. And it's like, what are you doing? You know, and it's like nobody really believed in us. And there's a lot of people that were saying no. We had to, you know, do 1,000 phone calls to raise $1 million. And now you see, you know, like our purpose was like, no, we're gonna do it. And if I can do it, you can do it, and you can do it, and you can do it, because we put the work and we did the work and we believed in ourselves and we believe in the country and we believe in these people. And that's why we're investing a lot of money here too, because we believe in this and we believe we can do it and we believe that other people can do it and that can start spreading.
One more question, Alejandro, for you, and we can close with this.
Yeah.
So why people should investing in Lumara?
Should invest because they're investing in the growth of El Salvador too. You know, the potential of El Salvador, the optimism of El Salvador, and it's going to be the best place to be too, you know, and we have thought out every detail. It's going to be a great experience. We also have a commitment with the community and to elevate El Salvador. So if you believe like El Salvador is going to be the next big thing, it's a great place to be, you know, and we believe it and we know it's going to happen. So I think you should invest.
Yeah. Guys, there are not so many units available. Contact us, send us an email. We'll be happy to send you all the information. I think we can close here. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank you,
here.
guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
We
guys.
wish you the best, and
we'll do another podcast a year from now, sold out, and talking about
Yeah.
the progress, you know?
A year
Maybe
from
less
now.
than
This
a
is
year.
3
I
months
think
from now.
yeah, it's almost sold out.
It's almost sold out. We have
And I'm happy because he need to serve more. I need to serve more.
For sure.
So I'm gonna teach him how to serve,
Yes.
and he have to teach me how to play golf.
Perfect. Deal.
Deal. Thank you, guys.
two
Thank
worlds
you.
colliding.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Guys,
Perfect.
thank you.